I know now enlightenment comes at chapter 1, usually, in the teachings of the book, in non-duality. And it's true, because it's here. But to live that which is here and now, shining its light, creating this experience of our human life, of this world, to make that reflect this understanding fully, meaning that our thoughts and feelings, sensations, perceptions also reflect this understanding. That our mind and heart follow up consciousness, so to speak. Then we see a liberated soul, Jivanmukta, or whatever we want to call it. But I like the term Jivanmukta, the liberated soul, because the liberation in consciousness has always been there, but the soul gets liberated from this false knowing of not knowing and knowing what it's not. It gets liberated from this false knowledge about itself, and the true jnana can shine freely, and it will shine freely through this human being. It will shine through the eyes, through the body, through the words. The feelings will represent this understanding, and the whole human experience might still have its challenges, as we spoke about last week, but it will be welcomed in love. It will be loved. It will be all loved. It will be all celebrated. That's the paradox, no matter how it looks like. And it usually looks like that even the stickiest, the trickiest binding thoughts and feelings for most of us in time will be replaced with thoughts and feelings and perceptions that reflect the non-dual understanding. Which is kind of a bit old-fashioned, maybe, idea of enlightenment or definition of enlightenment, which is very much in line with the Gita, for example. There's a whole chapter about the liberated soul, or whatever it's called there. How does it look? Because it doesn't look anything in consciousness. It's silence. It's formless. Can be only measured in form. So there is this whole chapter, and in a nutshell, it's just There is no conflict between consciousness and the humanness. Consciousness, thought, feeling, speaking, and acting are all one. There's not someone thinking on behalf of someone and feeling on behalf of a second one and acting on behalf of a third one. That's how it often looks like in the conditioned soul, in the suffering soul. There's always this conflict. The light of consciousness shines all the way through. So thinking, feeling, acting, and perceiving are in line, are one. There is harmony and peace on all levels. I kind of like this old-fashioned idea of enlightenment. We can, of course, enjoy our freedom, and we have to come back to the understanding, to the I am, to our being, and make ourselves home there. But just imagine a society for a moment, a family, a group of friends, a community, living this understanding where there is harmony in the body and the mind, where we truly love everyone. Where there is no conflict with ourselves and others. Yes, challenges will come, but at least not conflict based on ignorance, based on the false belief that there are others and that there are others that are responsible for my suffering. It's maybe too far-fetched, but I can't get out of this romantic vision in my heart. You know me, friends. I know it's possible. And I'm not speaking about utopia, you know it. The dream will still constitute of apparent duality. There will be still challenges, things will be there. But life lived from this experiential understanding with ourselves and our loved ones, our friends, can look very different. And I'm shocked almost sometimes going to Tiruvannamalai or so, and this old-fashioned maybe that this is all kind of out of the books now, out of the satsangs. It's like humility? What? freedom on the level of the body, freedom on the level of the mind, freedom on the level in relationships. What? It doesn't matter. It's not real. What? Why would we give our human experience so cheap away? I'm less and less willing to compromise on that one. I'm sorry. It's like we're getting the greatest gift and we're throwing it away. Just because apparently we are so far away now in this Kali Yuga, in this time of darkness, or at the peak of it, or maybe already beyond the peak of it, hopefully. And we live in a bit of a time of where a lot of ignorance is so normalized, so to speak. Lying is so normalized, hurting, and all of that stuff is just so that it feels like we're committing a crime if we imagine to live a life of truth and love and harmony with each other. It's like we're the crazy ones. Well, I confess to the crazy ones.